Here we are at St John the Evangelist Church, known as the Afghan church locally, where the Prince and the Duchess are going to Remembrance Day service. Up to now it's been so far so good. It's been a brilliant tour. It started off with a huge picture where the Prince and the Duchess went to the Ganges. First time the Prince has been to the Ganges, and I know that because I've done every visit to India with the Prince. We came here in 1980, we were here for 3 weeks. It was just a fleeting visit to Delhi, but we seemed to do so much, and after that we came down to the commercial capital of India, Mumbai, and it's really warmed up. Yesterday they just went to a creche, believe it or not, a creche, and the British Asian Trust once again funds that, and its sole purpose is to help disadvantaged children, not just in India but in Sri Lanka, in Pakistan, and most of the subcontinent, and of course Southeast Asia, and they're doing a brilliant job. And it's just another one of the great things Prince Charles does. People think that I don't know what he does with his time, but if they only knew the amount of good he does for young people. I mean, the Prince's Trust is a striking example of that. I mean, over 800,000, I think they tell me nearly 1 million young people have been helped to change their lives for the better. And he's trying to do the same here in India with and in the subcontinent, where children are even greater disadvantage, where they don't suddenly have enough to eat or to proper clothes to wear, and he's making a huge difference there. Well, it seems 1980 when I came here the first time, it was only about my 4th or 5th tour. I've only started with the Prince in Yugoslavia in I think 77, and it seems we've grown up together. We were both young men, and I just saw him get out of the car a little while ago, and I see an elder statesman. I see a man who is grown into the job. But for me, watching him, work with him all these years and gone hundreds and thousands of miles, been to every rainforest in the world with him, I think, and watched him try and save the planet. For me it's been a joy, and I think if I could spend the rest of my life just working with him, I would. He's just a phenomenal man, and what he's got, he just seems to not have enough time in his life to do everything he wants to do, and he never ever boasts about anything he does. He lets his charitable work and lets his great efforts for the planet speak for themselves, but for that you get to really like the person. You get to really respect them greatly, and in many ways try and help them. He's had a great influence on me, and I drive an electric car, and I try and just lead a little greener life. So if he's had an influence on me, he must be having influence on thousands and thousands of people throughout the world, and I think that's for the good.